Hey, so I watched this video and there was this dude there pretty much saying something that why would I want to go to heaven? Because they would be so boring. Because they're saying we would just be praising and worshiping God for eternity. That don't sound fun. And so the thing I don't get about that is while you're on earth, you're still praising and worshiping something. There's everyone believes this illusion of freedom, but you're always making a choice, regardless of how small or how big it is. You're always making a choice. Always. There's no concept of I just did that. You made a choice. Even if you did not choose, you made a choice by not choosing. You chose indecision over making a choice. So even not doing nothing is still a choice in the end because time is going to pass regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're doing good or whether you're doing evil, one of them is going to subside over time. So the point that I'm making is that whether you're singing and rapping rap music that is invoking negative emotions, or you're singing praise and worship music that is invoking fruits of the spirit, which is peace, joy, long suffering, and things of that such. You're still making a choice. You're still praising and worshiping something. It's not no, oh, I just listen to Rod Wave because it makes me feel better. Rod Wave is an artist that makes music that pretty much makes heartbreak music. Same as like someone like Juice World. He makes he makes music that invokes feelings of sadness and depression under the illusion that you're relating to him, or you be like, oh yeah, he really gets me, man, like he really understands where I'm coming from. And it's like no, because if he understood where you were coming from, he would be making music to invoke or teach you how to overcome what you're going through, not to get you to dwell in what you're going through and use that as an excuse to build a negative, what's the word? Build a negative mindset on what happened to you, right? So say you went through a bad breakup and you discovered Rod Wave. You know what I'm saying? Heart broke so many times I don't know what to believe. And you just sitting there listening to that song or listening to that type of music. You're not really getting through your breakup, getting through what happened to you and overcoming your trauma. All you're doing is stacking up beliefs that I got my heart broke. I'ma keep getting my heart broke. So I need to make my heart cold. I need to make my heart inaccessible so that I don't let that happen to me again. It's not teaching you to overcome what you're going through and overcoming what happened to you. It's just teaching you to find ways or find excuses that since other people are going through it too and that's what they chose, I'ma choose that too. Because obviously he's successful and has money and has all this stuff, so he must be living a good life with his cold and broken heart. That's not how it works. Same thing with like drill rappers or mainly NBA YoungBoy. He incites music for violence. Like one of his latest songs is just him literally screaming sex and violence. That's literally all he really saying. And the difference between that is that y'all have this mentality that, oh, I ain't going around killing people. I ain't one of these YNs out there with a switch. But the idea is that what you're doing is that you're still inviting and invoking those thoughts of murder and violence. So what I mean by that is that you're building that purge mentality. If y'all seen the movie Purge, where even though y'all not out there doing it, you more than likely have at least a knife, weapon, or some kind of gun with you at all times, more than likely. And also, if something were to happen, it's like y'all have this mentality that y'all are just ready for something to happen to y'all. Y'all just ready for someone to break in y'all house. It's almost like y'all invite or want something bad to happen to y'all for the sake of being able to satisfy that itch, satisfy that feeling. And that's what I mean by purge mentality, where there are people that said, oh, no, I wouldn't purge. I wouldn't do that, man. Nah, man. But then when everybody else started purging, everybody else started killing, and they were like, oh, man, well, I'm going to just hop in it too because everybody else doing it. That's what I'm saying, is that's what it's going to come to, because you're already building a mindset and building and it's about what's in your heart. There's a difference between a person whose heart is enveloped with the fruits of the spirit, and then they might listen to some NBA YoungBoy, versus a person who doesn't have those same fruits, or might even be corrupt, and they're still listening to that same music, because now they're feeding that corruption. They're invoking and nurturing that corruption rather than doing the opposite and trying to remove that affliction, and then saying, you know what, if I listen to a little bit of this music every now and then, it's not going to hurt me. But at the same time, I know where my heart is and I know what I would actually do. But that's not most people. Most people are listening to that music, listening to those messages, because they genuinely feel some type of relativity or connection between that artist or the music that he makes. So that's the difference, man. Like, it's not even a matter of, oh man, heaven would be boring or da 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 da. You're praising or worshiping something anyway, whether it's God, good, or the devil and evil. You're doing something anyway. So it's not about that. It's not about that anyway. You have to make a choice. And that's the problem, is that they hide the fact that you're making a choice all the way up until you don't care about choice. You just do what you want. So that's what I mean. But you know what I'm saying? If you have any conflicting beliefs or you think that I might be reaching, you know what I'm saying, throw some comments in the section or share this with somebody that might have a different perspective. And I'm out.